Smile made me frown, but Smile 2 made me smile. 2. I saw the first Smile in theaters when it came out, and it's the only movie I've seen where the entire audience actually started like physically laughing at it. And it wasn't a funny part either. It was this really intense moment where the main character is literally about to fucking die, and the iPhone ringtone goes off, and she wakes up, and that's it. That's the part that made the entire audience lose it. This was a packed theater, and they were all laughing when they should have been really scared. Which brings me to my first biggest issue with the first movie. It wasn't actually all that scary. There was like 2 horror parts, and then the rest just got caught up explaining its lore to you. Granted, the lore was the best part of the movie, but I didn't need it shoved down my throat like some Scooby-Doo mystery.
Just as we thought.
Stephen King ass ending. The main cast was all boring, plain characters, and while I like the idea of the main character being a psychologist, it wasn't really explored in either the acting or the character themselves. It leans on a bunch of old horror tropes like, dude, it's right behind me, isn't it? It does that like 40 times, and there's like no thematic purpose. This is like the 6-year-old's idea of how horror works. But I will say, the cinematography was actually pretty well done. There's this shot, and then there's this shot, and then there's this shot, and all of those are still stuck in my head. It's been 2 years since I've seen the movie, and when you could do that with a shot, you done good, kid. You done good. That was so fucking lame. Now I'm gonna take off my hater helmet and put on my compliment cap so I can start talking about Smile 2. I wanted this movie to be good because I can't say this enough. This is a very interesting concept. I'm just now realizing I have not said it yet. Actually, I haven't said it once, but this is an interesting concept. I'm interested in this. I want to see a franchise come out of this, but it has to get better first. And this movie being good would go a long way in helping that. And while I wouldn't go as far as saying this movie was exactly good, it was definitely better than the first and a leap in the right direction. Right off the bat, the main character is way more interesting, and the actress really gets it. She does a great job with the portrayal. And while the cinematography didn't stand out to me as much as the first, every other aspect of this movie exceeds the first. But truly and really and truly though, I think what really sets this movie over the edge was that one scene with the penguin. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The one where it waddles. But even with the penguin scene, Smile 2 was far from perfect. However, I only saw positive improvements from the last installment of this franchise, and as a certified hater, I can hate for like 30 minutes on movies that I actually like, and then with the first Smile, I could probably hate on that until like I just passed out and died. But Smile 2, I could only hate on for like 32 hours max, which is, it's an improvement for sure. I really do hope this series keeps going, and I hope it gets exponentially better like it did with this movie. 4 out of 10. Watch this movie if you feel like it, but if you don't, I don't know. Fuck you. Don't watch it. Why are you asking me? What? God. Rah! Rah! I'm going crazy! Rah! Is anyone still watching this? Go home. The movie's over. The Ferris Bueller bit.